Hello, my name is Ryan. And I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. I've just been playing my guitar, warming up a bit, and just having a good old time. It's fun to see how clean it can sound while just like, anyways, it's a happy Sunday. I guess that riff is not happening today. It's starting to get a little blister. Should switch to a pick. What to talk about? Ooh. AI and ChatGPT 5. So glad I did not stay in graphic design or website design or any of that design work. Or server stuff, for that matter. Because it's totally there now. Like, I just watched a video of some dude just ending every prompt with and create a standalone HTML file and could just ask it to do anything. You know, interactive HTML games to physics experiments with fluid dynamics that were accurate in all like seconds of just seconds, and it all worked. Maybe needs some fine tuning, but like, man, I'm like reflecting on projects that I had as a graphic designer and realizing that that entire month-long project that made me thousands of dollars is just like, that's like a decent prompt, like 5 minutes if that, you know. Take about 2 minutes to reflect on the person that you're designing for. Think of all the items that they would need for their campaign and whatever, and it's just like boom, 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 done. That's frightening. It's frightening. Although, it also makes me happy with my decisions in life. Because there's ample opportunity to jump up. When you work in IT, and especially for years, and you get the experience of how to handle multiple systems, there's always opportunity to do something more than just end-user hardware support. But that's the only thing you can't replace with AI at the moment. But I have noticed the tech companies have definitely tried. it's funny to be in the hardware support end and be like, at one point in time, they offered certifications to actually repair their devices. Now the only certifications they offer is how to properly call them and tell them what they need to repair and send you a box. It's not repair. Just reflecting on that. It's so disappointing to have all the right to repair just stripped away. And if the rights aren't stripped away, they just have manufactured the devices and set it up the entire framework to where it's just everything's disposable, which is in such conflict to the whole reduce, reuse, recycle thing that I was raised with. What the hell? But, it's the system. It's the incentive architectures of consumerism, capitalism, etc., etc., etc. Yeah. If you want to get a good breakdown of all that, just type a prompt into any sort of chatbot and ask it to give you the breakdown of all the weird consumer incentive nonsense that's been allowed to fester in America since the inception of America. Ask it to give you all, like, both sides. What's the positive, what's the benefits, what are the things that I'm not seeing, and what are the insidious implications of being manipulated on that level. Kind of fell apart towards the end of there. Much like whatever I'm talking about, I'm realizing, how did I go from ChatGPT taking all the design jobs and giving them to whoever can actually think of what they want and articulate it? Anyway, tangents. That's the lovely thing about Sundays. It's a tangent day. I've been asleep all weekend, pretty much. I mean, as much as I could. It's definitely just, busy weeks. That was a whole bunch of missing. But when I mean, like, long weeks, I've been wearing those ankle weights and wrist weights all week, and then weekends are rest days, cheat days, and cookie dough. The rest of the week is lentils and rice, and chicken. Ugh. But it's actually wonderful. I asked the AI to make me a thing, like, be mindful of, like, all of my issues, my brain chemistry issues, like, make sure there's folate and vitamins, etc., that increase the functionality of my brain. and then like taking consideration of all my injuries and inflammation. So, includes a lot of turmeric and black pepper and all this other stuff. Oh, and it gave me this wonderful slow cooker recipe that, so good. So good. It was just like rice and lentils, chicken, spinach and vegetables and all kinds of wonderful spices. That's one thing I'm loving AI about. Is like, or why I'm loving AI so much right now, is that there's so much information in this 3 years of having to rebuild and do all this stuff, and I've delved into so much that I've forgotten a bunch. And like I'll see patterns that I'm not sure, like there'll be like an echo of like what I remember sort of, and then it's like, okay, clearly it's not correct, and then I can type like, this is all that I'm remembering. Help me flush out the bad, flesh out the good. It's a wonderful thing. Because the benefits of doing all the research through the rebuilds is I have an extensive vocabulary on the various subjects of rest, recuperation, recovery, regeneration, all that nonsense. And the amount of papers I've read on nervous system studies and the neuroscience and gene stuff. Yeah, it's fun. But going back to the whole taking people's jobs, that's funny. Because it's really only going to take the jobs from the people who have bosses that only care about money and don't actually care about the end product or the end users or anything, which is probably a good 70% of all business in America. It's funny, I was actually talking with some network people the other day, and I was like, oh, you can't trust AI. It gave me the wrong IP address. And it's like, yeah, because you're using it wrong. You were asking it to do your job for you. Dumbass. Never use technology as a thing to do your job. Use it to enhance your skills. It's a definite, excellent companion piece to all sorts of industries. And it's like, one of the concerns I'm seeing is like people utilizing AI as a therapist, but that's just, oh my god, that's frightening. Because it can send you into a feedback loop of your own psychosis. However, using it in conjunction with a good therapy program, a good therapist, and like, oh my goodness, you could, like, I haven't tried this yet, but I don't really have a reason to try it. I'm documenting all of my stuff through the viewpoint of going through therapies. But I could totally see, like, 6-7 years ago, if I had access to the AI that I'm using now, going into a therapy session, like a one-on-one, to discuss everything and just have it record as a prompt and then give me a breakdown. What are we tiptoeing around? Oh my goodness. Because like, I'm exceptionally good at dealing with awkward situations, but I'm also very adept at justifying all kinds of nonsense and avoiding topics that really need to be talked about, like, in a very skillful way. And feel like I'm finally at that point, but I can reflect on like certain points where it's just like, ooh, if I would have just talked about that one thing for those 2 years of dealing with that therapist, I probably would have gotten a lot more progress. But clearly I just wasn't ready to talk about it or face it, whatever. By having a cold, heartless AI take in your therapy session, spit out what you're dancing around and just call you on it. It's so much easier than having an actual person do it. As long as you remember in your brain that, you know, it's a cold, heartless AI. It's just there to recognize the patterns. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to chatting with my AI because I was so excited this morning. I asked it to basically just give a breakdown of everything that I've learned in therapy and everything I can remember from like Carl Jung, Freud, EMDR, brain spotting, DBT, the nerve studies, like all of it. And it took like 30 seconds to think of it. But how did it even... It's the longest I've ever seen it process. And I haven't even been able to replay it back because it keeps crashing. But it was like... I always like to put in from the like all known papers, all known resources from the dawn of human existence. It's fun to see what it pops up. I'm done. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed. I don't know why. Leave a comment. That'd be fun. I missed that one. I'm done. Have a good day.